Okay, Tim Pool again. So Hunter Avalon, I guess, replied to the Pool, the last tweet that I pulled.
Yeah.
It says, it's actually not complicated. Spending government money to make Pool prettier while prices are skyrocketing is a ridiculously tone-deaf waste of money that could be used for much better things. True. Not the best comeback, but not wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But then he says, the U.S. sent $13 million to Pakistan for gender studies programs. Use Google, kid. You're out of your league.
So you're saying that we exercised United States soft power. That's what you're describing, Tim Pool. We exercised U.S. soft power.
Soft power is. Nobody on the right knows what soft power is, or they never would have gone to war with Iran.
And it feels so simple to explain soft power to any one of these chuckle fucks. It's the easiest thing in the world to understand. If other countries...
The people who are actually in charge, okay, maybe not Tim Pool because he's a fucking idiot, but like the people in charge, I'm sure understand what it is. But they have to make sure that their base doesn't understand it.
Marco says, but Trump hates the idea of soft power, so yeah, because he's a fucking idiot.
Yeah. But that's the thing, though, like, he wants to be seen as a mob boss, but you know what the mob bosses did? They exerted a shit ton of soft power.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the protection rackets were not, we're coming to beat you up if you don't give us money. The protection rackets were, you give us money, and then we will make sure you are taken care of. So and more than just we're not beating you up, we will give you benefits now. And that's the thing. Like the entire world is at a stage where, like, there is a power shift happening. The United States is no longer seen as the world you're not the leader of the free world anymore.
Transistor Eviction says, soft power is why the U.S. was so respected. Trump alone has destroyed decades of soft power months. Yeah, so here's the thing. Our tax dollars at work, part of it is to make sure that other countries see us as an ally. Because if other countries see us as an ally...
That was a good chunk of USAID was like, hey, if we play nice with the U.S., they will give us money that we need for medicine.
Mm-hmm.
They will give us access to doctors. They will give us stuff that we need if we play nice with them. So then Trump comes in and says, no more USAID. I don't want them giving money to other countries. And I was like, okay, well, I don't want to play nice anymore.
Yeah, I don't give two shits that you don't want to do that. That's not something that I have to care about, my duder.
And now you've seen it with trade. Like the world is restructuring to not be reliant on the United States for stuff anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's going to be a long process, but if it continues, it's not going to be great for the U.S. anymore. Okay, moving on. Frank Turek. I don't know specifically what this was with reference to. Clearly, he's got this is a subtweet, but I don't know the context. He says, let's not make hasty generalizations, friends. Let's have discussions, productive discussions. Stop calling people names. Have you ever seen Frank Turek speak?
Yes, actually.
I don't know that I'd say he calls people names.
But he is very condescending.
He's condescending, he's disrespectful. Like, he talks to people like, you're an idiot and I'm so much smarter than you. Have you ever listened to his podcast?
No. My
God, the man is a douche. Like, when there's not, like, because that's his two types of content. He's got his podcast where he'll, often it's just him talking by himself, but sometimes he'll have guests on, or he goes to colleges and does the question and answer things with atheists. That's his two types of content. When the atheist isn't right in front of him, and like even sometimes when they are, but like it's so much worse when they're not there. When he's on his podcast, he's just a dick.
Mm-hmm.
So like Frank Turek calling for people to like, oh no, you need to be nicer and kinder and let's have productive discussions. Fuck off with that noise. That train left for you a long time ago, buddy.
Also, civility politics is stupid. Just in general, because, like, the side that is more likely to be seem kind, the side that is more likely to seem kind, put together, and cordial is the side that has power. The side that is more likely to feel like they have to lash out is the side that lacks power. To argue from a position of civility politics, generally speaking, is to argue that people who lack power should be the ones who are more responsible when coming to talk at the table, and I think that's fucking stupid. I think you're giving more power to the people who already have an advantage.
Yeah. No, you're allowed to get upset about stuff that affects you personally. Wendell retweeted Chris Bolt, who said life is filled with good things and evolution cannot account for that, which,
what
yes, it can.
What can't it account for? I like good bananas, and because of evolution, I know that bananas come from eukaryotic trees and cloning. So it accounted for the banana I ate. That was great.
Evolution pushed our taste buds in the direction of enjoying the things that we need to survive. And thus we have good things.
Evolution. Jessica says, wait, cloning? Huh?
That's
bananas
why,
are cloned.
Yeah, bananas are all clones. So are apples. If you get a Macintosh apple, the original tree that every Macintosh tree is a clone of still exists. It's near Toronto. So that's a Canadian apple.
And the reason that you have to clone apples, and not so much the bananas.
Their seeds are wildly... you get
a bunch of different apples from seeds.
Yeah.
Like...
They're not consistent.
No. The reason we have so many different variants of apples, a lot of them just come from one fucking tree. Not just
outside
Macintosh,
of Durham,
but like
in Ontario. If
you plant apples yourself and then try to harvest those apples, you will get widely inconsistent apples. Kimna says, "Yeah, crab apples. That's where crab apples are from."
Yeah, but yeah, no, good things are literally evolution's way of saying more of that is good for survival. Like that's why sex is so fun. More sex equals more babies. So from evolution's perspective, make the sex good. But Wendell retweets that and says there are many things the theory of evolution fails to explain. And they're like, I'd agree. The theory of evolution does not explain cosmology or geology.
Yeah, it's not supposed to.
Or physics, astronomy. There's a lot of stuff the theory of evolution fails to explain. And you'll notice that none of that stuff is contained within the theory of evolution, except when you're talking to creationists.
Hey, you made it to the end. I want to give an extra thanks to the patrons who allow me to do this full time. I want to thank Aaron Rail, Astral, Britzkrieg, Jemshin, Poundini, Red Joker, Victoria, Jonas, Craig, Tarika, Fireshard, Smiling GM, John, Dren Hadamada, Creeper, Sagitt, you know I'm not saying that last part, Sylvie Snow, Valis of Seraph, Ottoman Angel, Rooster Rachel, and Fire Panda, who are all my $20 and up patrons.